All right, so my stream just completely crashed. So it's back up on all the different platforms. So, anyways, I was in the middle of like answering a question about how to teach rhythms. Um, there's quite a few different ways that you can teach rhythms. One of the ways that you can do it is you can use like food. So if we go like with a theme, you can go with like Japanese food or Mexican food or whatever. So if we go with like Mexican, you could go with something like bean, 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 bean. So just say a food name for like a quarter note. And then for eighth notes, you could go like taco, 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 taco. So that gives you 2 notes per beat. Or you could teach a rhythm with 3 notes. So you can like burrito, 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 burrito. Or 16th notes, enchilada, enchilada, enchilada. Whatever you want to be able to do. So you can like bean, taco, burrito, enchilada, bean, taco, burrito, enchilada, That's one of the ways that you can do it. Another way that you can actually teach rhythms is a subtraction method. So you can start with playing a subdivision, for example, like eighth notes, and start off with just like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da 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 da. So have them play those eighth notes, and then start taking away some different parts of it. So you could be like, okay, now play it da 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 da, etc. Another way you can do this, instead of doing it as eighth notes, you could also do it as like 16th notes. So if you're going to teach rhythms, you could go into it like this, and you can start teaching with this subdivision, and then slowly start to take away certain notes to teach different types of rhythms. So this gets them thinking of like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a like that while going through it. So those are 2 very simple ways that you can teach rhythms to a beginner, is to use the food method, or where you're using like different words to represent different subdivisions or different rhythms. Or you can use a subtraction method where you start with whatever subdivision you want to teach, whether it's eighth notes, triplets, 16th notes, whatever, and then you start removing different partials of it. There is scholarship actually on both. Both are effective for different reasons and for different people. So try both of those. But one of the other ways that you can actually teach rhythms is by using some of the different play-alongs. You can find these like in the limb independence section, any of the eighth note exercises in here, or the triplet ones, 16th notes, or these timing transition ones will really help out with being able to like hear what a rhythm sounds like. So for example, if you go into any one of these eighth note permutations, this allows you to higher resolution, please. Thank you very much. So if you go into the eighth note ones, like this one allow you to hear what these different rhythms sound like when playing this. And some of these are more complicated than some of the others. And this one is actually a longer one where it has going through all these different permutations from 1 through 8 for a number of notes that you play per measure. Or you could go back and do some of the timing transition stuff where you're basically like, hey, I want to practice going from like triplets into 16th notes. Well, cool. There's actually a timing transition exercise that works on that. So in this playlist, there's currently 87 videos inside of here. And it's a range of different rhythms that you can practice going through, from simple to more complex. So for example, you could practice going from 8th note into 16th note, or you could practice going from 16th note into 5/4, or from sextuplet into a septuplet, etc. There's a wide range of different different rhythms that you can go back and forth between. So these could be a really good way to teach the different rhythms. So using the food method, the subtraction method, or like using any of these play-alongs, and you can use a combination of them when doing it. Welcome, Turbo. Yeah, my internet just like completely like stopped. Like the Streamlabs just was like, no, not gonna work. Well, hello on the vertical. Okay, so there was another question that I got, and I don't remember what it was in it because I had to do a full restart of the computer. I can't see it. Is there a note for longer than a whole note? I think the longest I've seen is a dotted whole note. So that's basically for 6 counts. But I don't know, actually. A note that lasts for 2 bars? Yeah, so one of the ways that you could write it is using like a tie. So if we go back to the charts, scroll down here. Whoops. When you connect a sustain, or you want to extend a note, one of the ways that you can do it is using a tie. So the ties are these notes, the little curvy things. This connects it. So this instance, it's making it so that this 8th note is connected with this 8th note. So like if you are doing like there's a piece that I saw somebody play where it was like I don't think I'm exaggerating here, but it was like 90 measures of rest of a sustained roll at the end of it. I think the piece was called like blue or green. I'm pretty sure it was like a color. And it was like a marimba piece where like they just played like a soft roll for like ever. So they just kept sustaining it for like 90 some odd bars. And so it was like whole notes, and then it used this tie right here to connect it together. You'll also see this as a slur for like wind and like some string players. I love you. And so the slur, what that is doing, it actually is connecting all the notes so they all like blur together as like one phrase as opposed to like individual articulated rhythms. But for drumming, we don't really see slurs, we see ties. But for like marimba, you might see some slurs as well as ties, etc. You know, not for drums, but for organ or something. Yeah. So use these and you can connect it. So you can make a whole note connected to a whole note, connected to 20 more whole notes, connected to a dotted 16th, whatever you want to do. But that's how you do that. Good question. Okay, let's see here. I'd like my stream to not crash again. That would be grand. Okay, we were working on limb independence. What pattern was I gonna do? It's pattern number 7,044,000,044. We just did this one. Right? Yeah, I did that one. We reviewed it. Yay, me. I don't think it saved it. Okay, so what's the next one? A samba foot pattern. Paste. Okay, so pattern 43. And this is out of, again, Dom Moyo's book. So the number 43 means it's the 43rd pattern from Dom's book, 50 Ways to Syncopation. You're very welcome. Good questions. But, this button. We're going to play this at 7 billion. 160, okay? 160 BPM, and the pattern is what? Let me move this on my table. Okay, so samba foot pattern means boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Okay, so the ride is on 2 and 4 in unison with the hi-hat. So the left hand, the snare drum, that's going to be reading the charts while I play that ostinato. Okay. Seems simple enough, but like sometimes these simple ones just like mess with my brain. So we'll find out. Scroll down, home tab, limb independence, click. And I'm doing this at 160. So I'm going to go inside of this playlist. And I think I just did 26 through 30. So let's do 31 through 35. And we're going to do it at 160. So I'm going to click 160 in the timestamp. It counts off. You can't hear the play along, but it's playing in my headphones. Okay. 1, 2, wish me luck. Feels better than I thought it would. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Whoopsies. I totally read those wrong. So sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, here we go. Two more charts with this, then we'll do another pattern. 2, oh, 1, 2, here we go. Trying to add in a little bit more flair to it, spice it up a bit, make it more interesting. Last chart, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Yay! We did it! Cool, I like that one. That one was fun. Quality of the playing, it was mostly technically proficient. Started to add in some extra musicality towards the end, but mostly technically proficient. I had fun with it. Cool, we reviewed it. Yay! Green. Okay, what's the next pattern that I'm reviewing? Pattern 44. Click. Okay, so pattern 44 is what? I guess first of all, what speed? 125 and it was musical, eh? Oh yeah? Tell me more. Okay, so it's triplets split between the snare on the left and the bass drum. So triplet, 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 triplet. Okay. While playing hi-hat on 2 and 4. That's weird. Okay, so then you play it on the tom, the floor tom, but this is my table, so I'm not going to do that. You could play it here, or you could play it on the cymbal. So... Woo! That's gonna be fun. Click. Alright, thanks, phone. Appreciate you. Don't need the alarm. Alright, at 125, eh? Okay, so I need a swung chart for this. I'm gonna go back to the home tab. On the home tab, scroll, 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 scroll to the limb independent section. Click. Scroll, scroll, scroll. And we're gonna go swung drum charts. 100 to 159. We just did 31 through 35, so I'll just go in order. 36 through 40. That sounds great. And 125 beats a minute. Clicking the timestamps in the description. Every one of the thousands of free play-alongs has timestamps in the description, so you can pick your BPM. Or if you're on one of the drumming tips, it shows you what tips I'm talking about in those videos and lessons. So hi-hats on 2 and 4. This is the ostinato. Triplet, 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 triplet. While reading the melody in the right hand. 1, 2, here we go. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. You're happy you don't live in New York City. I don't know what that has to do with drumming, but I'm glad you're happy. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Sorry, trying to read through this comments while reading through it. I'm getting really weird vibes from you. I missed a beat. Hooked on phonics did not work for me. Start reading through these. I miss a lot of beats. Try and catch them all, right? 2, 1, 2, here we go. Cool. Last chart with this particular pattern, and then we'll do another limb independence pattern. I can talk sometimes. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... That was fun. We're gonna put you in timeout because that is just weird. I'm not understanding why you're ranting about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing. I'm wondering if you're a bot, actually. You might be. And then people like you usually don't get the vibe check, so I'm gonna put you in timeout as well. Whenever somebody comes in and their only comment is like trying to give me a hard time, they usually get banned in the long run because they're just wasting everybody's time in here. Not saying you are. I'm just saying usually that happens, so I'm just doing a preemptive strike here. I had fun with that one. So it was more musical because I was able to adding some different timbres and textures while playing it. So while playing instead of just playing it da-da-da-da-da-da, all on one part of it. So if you go ba-om, ba-dom, boom. So short notes. and then long notes while doing that. That makes it more interesting, more musical. But I had fun with that. Yay, we reviewed that one. What's another one I haven't played in a long time? Pattern 45. Let's paste it up here. I don't know what it is. Stay tuned, folks. We will find out. Today's episode of I'm reviewing stuff I haven't played in forever. How fast? 120, eh? Okay. Swung cymbal hi-hat on tune 4. Ding, 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 ding. Snare drum plays the first two notes of 8th note triplets. It's basically what I was just doing. But now we're changing the cymbal. So the melody's actually in the foot. Okay. So, da-da, da-da, triple, 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 triplet, 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 triplet. That's what your left hand's playing. So you're playing ding, 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 while reading. While reading through it on the foot, the entire chart. Okay? What charts? Well, you know, the charts on my home tab. There's thousands. Click on my name. Scroll down. If you're a rudimental drummer like me, drum kit's just something I'm doing for fun. Go to the chop stuff and the grid stuff. There's over 1,000 grid variations in there. There's also marching bass drum stuff. There's drumline cadences. There's sight reading exercises. There's almost 500 technique exercises. But for all of these, you have to click on the header to show all of the different playlists to work on all the different things. But inside of here, when people are not ranting about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with drumming, and they actually ask good questions, like Turbo did earlier, asking about how to teach like people to read music, I often edit those answers and I put them into this playlist that has over 17 hours of me responding to different questions live on stream. A wide range of questions, whether it's like whether or not it's worth it to get a doctorate in music education. I rant about that for 15 minutes as somebody who has a doctorate in music education, as well as like what are roughs. If you don't know what a rough is, the start of this video talks about that, because that was a question that somebody asked about. But again, there's over 17 hours of me responding to Q&A on there. Okay, so the pattern that I'm playing, I'm going to play it. It's swung, and I'm doing it at 120. So I'm going to the limb independence section. Click. In the limb independence section, swung drum charts from 100 to 159. Click. And we just did 36 through 40, so I'm going to do the next set, 41 through 45, and 120. Click. And then we're going to play it. Yay. So again, the ostinato is your standard ding, 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 but you're adding in the ghost notes on the snare. So we have ding, ding, ding with hi-hat on 2 and 4, and we're going... But that's not the melody. The melody's in the foot this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... This one feels comfortable. I like it. Could maybe even play it faster next time. Ooh. Spicy. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, here we go. I like this one. This one's funky. It's like a stutter on the snare. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Whoopsies. Cut. My brain was thinking about something else, like what I'm gonna do in tomorrow's stream and on Monday's stream. And because I was focusing on something else, I wasn't focusing on what I was reading and playing. And I made it an oopsie. 1, 2, ready, and... Dotted whole note? Oh, are you responding to something we talked about like 15 minutes ago? Yes. Maybe even 20 minutes ago? 2, 1, 2, ready, and... You had me confused for a second there. I was like, what does that have to do with what I'm playing right now? Yeah, that felt really comfortable. Cool. Good review. I like that one. It's simple, but funky. It's a good workout for the foot. Cool, we reviewed it. Yay. Let's see. Another Samba. What's this one? Survey says, I don't know. I haven't played these patterns in forever. Okay, so at what speed? 165. Okay, so the pattern is what? Samba foot pattern? The snare is on 3, and the right hand plays the line on the cymbals of the toms. Okay. So this one, you could play it as like a knock. But because of the drum trigger that I'm using, it treats all knocks as rim shots, as if I'm like, so I'm just gonna just pretend that's knock. And then you're reading through the pattern on the right. So this one's a little funky because normally the melody is on the left hand, and then you play like the ostinatos on the right hand. So like, so the pattern on the right hand is just staying the same, but in this instance, you're putting the melody in the right hand and the ostinato, a very open ostinato, in the left. So this one is going to be a little funky, I think. Especially since I haven't played it in forever. At 165, right? Maybe. Yes. Yes. All right, we'll try it. Scroll down. Into the limb independent section. Click. And it's a straight pattern. So I'm going to go to the straight drum charts. They can go as slow as 40 or as fast as 240, depending on the playlist you're in. But this one that I'm going to do is 165. And we just did 41 through 45 for the chart, so I'll just go ahead and go to the next set, 46 through 50. Is this going to sound good? Honestly, probably not. These open ones always get me. They feel weird. When it's like, just play one note on the and a 4. What? 1, 2, ready, and. So this is the foot pattern, the samba foot pattern. It hit the cymbal. Made it come in late. 2, here we go. I added an extra note. I'm so sorry. I'm cut. I did not make center timpanist. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Here we go. Yeah, so the biggest issue is just like our reading issues. I'm getting like a couple of mistakes just from that, but the limb independence feels pretty comfortable. For having not played it in a while, I'm happy with that. Oops. Apparently my brain was like, you want to play that on the and of 2, don't ya? And I was like, no. But my brain was like, too bad. I'm doing it. 1. Good story, right? 1, 2, ready, and. I started playing a different one. Alright, so last chart. And then we'll do another one. A 1, 2, here we go. Hello. Yeah. Okay, that's fun. I liked it. Good review. Good review. All right, so that was pattern number 46 from Dom's book. We did it at 165, and it was mostly technically proficient, other than not being able to read, because sometimes I'm illiterate, apparently. But I had fun with it. Yay. Okay. let's review another limb independence pattern. A Baião feet. Ooh. Okay, so this is pattern number 47. And we're gonna play it at what speed? 180. Okay, so again, these patterns, the numbers are from this book. So this is the book that we're reviewing right now, 50 Ways of Syncopation. I'm trying to go through these to review them because I'm going to do a full stream where I do all like 60 plus variations because there's like some that I made up, hence why there's more than 50. And we're going to just go through every single one of them all in one stream. It's probably going to be a long stream. But this pattern, so a Baião foot pattern, make so I can actually read this variation of the Baião. So it goes right, left, both. Right, left, both. Hi-hat with the left. The bass drum with the right. Left, both. This is what you normally play when we did the earlier Baião pattern, pattern number 37 in Dom's book. But this one is going to be different. So this one, you're going to read through the melody in the right hand, while you fill in ghost notes with the left hand. Okay, so the melody, there, and then this is filling in with eighth notes whenever you're not playing there, with what you might ask with the charts on my YouTube channel. So we're going to do this at 180. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the Home tab. Click. And we're going to scroll down. Okay, so in the limb independence section, you click. And there's a bunch of free charts that you can use to improve your playing. So the one that I'm going to do is at 180. So I'm going to go straight drum charts from 160 to 240. And we'll just go to the next set. So there's 50 charts in these playlists. And then there's some bonus ones that are hard, that are at, like there's 5 of those. So that's why there's 55 charts total. There's 180, right? No. Yes. I can read numbers sometimes. Not today, apparently. Alright, so again, Baião donk donk boom. With the foot pattern, reading through this with the hands. So boom, 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 boom. Melody in the right hand, left hand is filling in anything the right hand's not doing. If you want, on the long notes, so anything longer than 8th note, play down the bell to make it more interesting musically. 1, 2, ready, and... So I'm adding in extra things on the snare, like some buzzes, some double strokes, etc. to make them more musical. Again, trying to make these sound more interesting than just playing the ink on the page. Totally missed a cymbal at one point. Whoops! It's there, not there. Slightly different. 1, 2, here we go. I lost my stick. Totally missed the cymbal. Relax technique. Hey, at least we know gravity still works. It's important to like check that every now and then. You gotta test it. Here we go. I had so much fun with that. I love the Baião. That's my favorite pattern. Cool. It was musical. So I was adding in the long notes on the bell. So as opposed to hitting here, it's hitting here on the quarter notes and longer. And then for eighth notes, I was hitting here. And then I was also adding in some diddles every now and then, some crush strokes on those snare ghost notes. And then obviously changing some of them so they're not ghost notes, so they're accents. So it was making it so that it was more interesting than just playing the ink on the page. Cool. We reviewed it. Yay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm trying to make it so that I can review all of these. And then on Monday's stream, I'm going to go through every single one of these back to back to back to back. Over 60 different limb independence variations. Stay tuned. Monday's going to be either really fun or really rough. That's why I'm reviewing all these, because I haven't played some of these in months. Let me take a look at this. So the next one, that one's a quick one. That'll be easy. Double time swung. Eighth notes on the hi-hat with the foot. Short notes on the snare. Okay, that one should be alright. The V pattern, cool. Doesn't look like it. Streamlabs, why are you doing this to me? My internet's fine. It's Streamlabs that's crashing. And right now it's not showing that anything is back. Okay, is it back? Maybe? I'm like looking on the back end to see if like there's an application that's causing it. I think it's just Streamlabs just being silly. Goofy Streamlabs. Okay, well, it looks like I might be back. There we go. I had a full-on crash earlier because of Streamlabs. So anyways, what I was saying, welcome back, is we're going to play the Samba, the pattern. Boom, but this one changes it up so that the right hand is playing an ostinato pattern that I'm not super comfortable with yet. So the ostinato pattern is going da 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 da. 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and So the cymbals are gonna go straight eighth notes, but the 2 and 4 are actually played on the hat of high. Okay, so that's the ostinato that I'm playing, and then I'm gonna read through the rhythms on the left. So let's try this one again, because it was just kind of okay earlier. Scroll down. Limb independence section. And we're doing this at what speed? 7,000 beats a minute. Wow, barrier. 150. Okay. Limb independence. It's a straight pattern, so I'm going to go into here. And straight drum charts from 100 to 159. Boop. We just did 1 through 5, so let's do 6 through 10. And we're doing it at 150. So timestamps in all these thousands of free play-alongs. You can pick whatever BPM you want. 1 click at a time faster. Starting at slow as 20 beats a minute for some of the play-alongs. And as fast as 240 for some of them. Boom, ticka boom, ticka boom. So this is the thing that's just repeating. And then we have also repeating while reading the rhythms on the left hand. Read that wrong. So sorry. I understand if you want to unsubscribe at this point. I made a mistake. Jokes aside, that was better than it was when I first played it through it, like 2 hours ago. 1, 2, ready, and... Cool. This feels way better. Yay! A 1, a 2, a here we go. I said, uh-oh, because my stick was just like slowly like going like this. And I was like, no, trying to move it back. True story. 1, 2, ready, and... Thank you for the relax. This feels way better than when I played through it a couple hours ago. It's like my brain is now awake. A 1, a 2, a last chart, here we go. Cool. Okay, so most of the mistakes that I made were reading issues rather than limb independence issues. So that was significantly improved. It wasn't musical, so I was playing the ink, but I wasn't like making it sound great. So this was technically proficient where I was playing it, but like it didn't sound nearly as good as the Baião that I just went through, where I was actually making it musical. I'm gonna review this again tomorrow because it's still like not comfortable when I like first start, but after spending some time with it, then my brain figures it out. So tomorrow, the plan is I'm going to review these 6 patterns that I haven't reviewed yet. And then on Monday's stream, I'm going to go through every single one of these variations. So over 60 limb independence variations inside of here. There's 53 normal ones, and then there's variations like the 41.1, etc. That's why there's over 60. Despite the number saying 53, in case you're like trying to math it out. You're like, what? Anyways, so that's going to be quite the stream. We'll see if my brain can take it. Stay tuned. But if you want to play along to these play-alongs, or if you want to learn how to do limb independence, if you scroll down on my home tab here, there's literally thousands, plural, of free exercises and drumming tips and whatnot. All you have to do is just click on a header for any of the content areas, like the chops section or whatever, and it shows you all the playlists inside of there. Like this grid version, there's actually a lot of playlists inside of here that you don't necessarily see just looking at the header itself. But the thing that I was practicing today was the limb independence stuff. So if you go to this section, every single one of these playlists, the second video in here has how to develop limb independence on the kit, and it shows you step by step how to go through it. Each one of the steps might take you like a day or a week or even a month, depending on which step you're on. But just know if you follow those processes, you're basically going to train your brain to be able to play through limb independence patterns like I've done with all these 60 plus variations that I've gone through over the years of streaming. Now, on my home tab, in addition to the limb independence stuff, there's marching bass drum stuff, there's drumline cadences and score format, there's sight reading exercises, there's technique exercises. Again, you have to click to show all of these different playlists. And then finally, there's tips and lessons. So because I get some wonderful questions from people during these live streams, I will edit those responses that I give, fine-tune them, make them as condensed as possible, and put them into this playlist that has over 17 hours of me responding to different Q&A during these live streams. Think of it like office hours. I'm here practicing, but people have questions, and I'll point them to resources or answer their question. But there's over 100 videos and over 17 hours on a wide range of topics. So, for example, drumline audition tips, or how journaling can help drummers, which actually, number 74, this one, how journaling can help drummers, has a link so you can make your own spreadsheet to keep track of this. It's a template that you can use, so you can keep track of your playing like I've been doing. But there's over 17 hours of me answering some different questions on here. If you notice any of the 600 plus videos that are currently listed as members first, they're all scheduled to release. There's over 600. Resources available for free right now. So if you don't want to wait, you can get it for 99 cents. Or if you do want to wait, I got you covered with thousands of free resources. If you enjoy these resources, share it with somebody else. If you don't enjoy these resources, share it with an enemy.